Hello and welcome to this edition of the Seminoles Coaches Corner. I'm your host, Jackson Gaylor, and I'm sitting here with our new head football coach, Brett Timmons. Brett Timmons actually graduated from Southeast High School, and now he's back and ready to lead our Seminoles into action. How are you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today, Jackson?
Doing pretty well.
That's awesome.
Kick things off, first things first. Before we get into the team and the players and all that, I just want to hear, how's your first year going as our new head football coach?
Man, it's awesome, man. The kids are awesome. Southeast High School, it brings me back to when I graduated from here back, 1995? I know that's kind of ancient. But, you know, it's cool, man. Kids are exciting. Parents, the fan base is trying to energize and get things back how it kind of was. So, man, I'm stoked and ready to go.
Right. So now, I know it's kind of a cliche question to ask, like, what are you trying to teach the kids? You know, what's your new mantra this year? But what are the kids teaching you? I know, how are the kids, shaping your coaching?
Man, you know, kids from now are like, you have so much information at your disposal, but I think the hardest thing right now is that you don't have to retrieve it.
Right.
So they know football, they know concepts and coverages and different types of blitzes here and there, but it's having the ability to retrieve that information and knowing when to properly use that information, which is, to me, is the most challenging part, which is also the fun part of this deal, is just trying to figure out how to match some old school with some new school and, you know, get it going like that.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, they see people like Odell Beckham, they see, wide receivers like Antonio Brown, they want to do all the flashy moves, but your job is to come in and teach them, the X's and O's and make sure they know the game.
Well, you know what I'm saying? The flash is great, but at the end of the day, what separates the extraordinary from ordinary is the extra. And if we can continue to do the ordinary things better than our opponents, then we will be extraordinary.
Right, I like that. So now, onto the schedule, onto the year.
Yes.
What are your expectations for the team?
Expectations for the team, honestly, is to hold the standard that's been set before us. The guys that came here before us and set the standard of what Southeast football is. It's our job to either meet that or exceed that. As I challenge the seniors this year, what's your legacy? What are you going to leave behind for the next group to either surpass or match?
Right. Just bring us back to old Southeast glory and exceed that as well. So
you know, we bring it back to old Southeast glory, but this kind of reminds me when I was at Clemson back in 1981. I mean, Clemson, everybody at Clemson kept talking about 1981. That's when they won a national championship.
Right.
And, you know, people keep talking about 93, 94 state championships, the big games, and yada, 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 yada. And there's truth to that, and there's history to that. However, what I challenge our students and our fan base is, can we match or surpass that? The competitor in me says, I'm tired of people talking about the past.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's represent the future. This is a new age. Let's put a funky twist on the old and bring it into the new.
Yeah. Do you have any games circled on the calendar for this year? I know homecoming's always a big one.
It is a big one.
But
every game matters. I think that, you know, for us to try to move forward and try to do something that hasn't happened since 2013, and that's to win a district championship, every game matters. Every game is a stepping stone to where we're eventually trying to go, and that's the district championship and eventually play in the playoffs.
Right. Set that momentum early in the season and ride it to the end. So now, what is the biggest adjustment that either you or the team has had to make so far in this year?
The biggest adjustment that we've had to face so far is just dealing with ourselves, checking ego at the door.
Right.
I mean, you use the Odell Beckhams, you use the Antonio Browns, kind of the me first kind of guys. You know, I want the attention, the spotlight on me. Right. But football is the ultimate team sport in the sense that you need to have the 10 other guys working and rowing in the same direction for you to have success. So I've always say your individual success comes along with your team success. So it's sacrificing me for the better of we.
Right. There's 11 guys on the field, not just one.
There you go.
That. So thank you for coming in, Coach. It's been a pleasure sitting down with you.
Thank you.
So that's all the time we have for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the Seminole Coaches Corner. I'm Jackson Gaylor. Enjoy the game and go Noles.